Okay, we're back. Frank, LA director, writer. Listen, I want to talk about a book called The Fame book. The Fame, right? Fame. By the way, findthefamous.com is my brand. That's a different matter, but that's what I'm talking about when I talk about the fame, right? So this book has to do with a 20-year collection of my work in design. So this book contains page by page, about 96 pages of creativity, artwork, creative art direction, fashion, music, design. When Nipsey died, I went to where he died, to the alley right there, and I recorded an interview. I did a small documentary about it, and it's not released yet. But there's a still picture I took of a mural on the wall behind where he was killed. That mural is still there. I took a picture of that mural. And on this book, towards the last pages of the book, there's an image of Nipsey in the book. And I took that picture from the streets right there on Slauson of Vermont, Slauson and Crenshaw, where he was killed. So the Fame contains all my work at Final Famous, all the graphics, all the stuff I've done with the American Film Awards, all the things I've built over the years in terms of art direction. So this book is really for designers and artists, people that are into creative arts like drawing and designing and creating brands, right? So brand designers. I think that if someone like Jean-Michel Baptiste or like Andy Warhol had a book, right, and it shows you step by step of their work, this is what the book is about. That's akin to that. Like if Pharrell were to release a book about his work at Louis Vuitton, and and you got to see behind the scenes of his work, or even Fear of God with Arbor, and when these designers create collections, even Kanye with Donda and what he's done with Yeezys, right? If you were to have an inside look at his work and see how he creates his brands, how they create these brands, and it gives you an insight into their mind, you can see, okay, this is inspiring, and that's what this book's Fame is about. The Fame is about my work as a designer, what inspires me, what I find interesting, and how I express it in terms of design. So it has a history, a 96-page history of my work in LA, in London. There's some things that I couldn't put in the book, but I try to collect as much information as possible on just my work in print level, as well as in design online, on the web, and product design as well. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's not a very, it's not a read book. There's no text in there to read. It's all full of design. So if you're a creative director or a designer, a fashion designer, enthusiast, it's a collector's item. I think it's a collector's item for people like that. If you're a video director, music video director, if you're a filmmaker, you like it. It's called The Fame. Check it out at booksbyfrank.com. There's not much else to say about it because it's so visual. It's not like my written text and books that are written about different situations, like Marvin Gaye looking for Marvin. It's not like that. This book is highly visual. It's on print, but ideally I want to release it later on actual print, not just in digital form. I like to have it as a medium piece because I remember doing a project when I was in England, in Birmingham. I went to Wolverhampton University, and I remember doing a project for Nike in my college. And my lecturer, Mrs. Loveless, gave me such a hard time because I'm Nigerian, right? So, but that's not why she gave me a hard time. She gave me a hard time because I refused to do a project the way she wanted me to do it. Like everybody was doing the same thing. And when you study design, the idea of being a designer is to be radical and do something different. So I wanted to do a different type of take on my project. I didn't want to do the same thing, but it was boring, man. So I did something crazy. I did a 20-year history of design, the 20-year design history of Nike. And when I finished the project, I gave a copy to my lecturer, to my boss, the head of department of design, and I gave her. In fact, she didn't take it. I almost got an F. It was dope, but it was different. And I said, I rather have a B and do what's in my heart and give you what you need and get an A, right? So I got like a C or something that I grade for that. If it was my final, it was my dissertation course.